Hey everybody, it's Dustin from Blue Sky here. Just wanted to utilize this beautiful day to fly a kite. And today, we're gonna build a kite together. Here are the supplies that you need. Paper, a straw or a stick, string, tape, stick for string. And if you have a hole punch, you can use that too, but you don't necessarily need it. So by the end of this video, you'll have a kite that looks something like this. You can feel free to decorate your kite. It doesn't have to look the exact same as mine. You can add some different flair to it. If you don't have all of these supplies at your house, you can totally rig it up to look a little bit differently. It will still fly and function if you use the same guidelines that we're using. So the first thing you want to start off with is a piece of paper. I'm using cardstock. You could use construction paper, something that's a little bit more heavy than just a regular sheet of paper. And you're going to want to fold that piece of paper in half, just like this. All right? So find your corners, make yourself a nice fold, just like that, okay? So now, with the edge that you have open, you'll want to fold it over crossways so that there is about an inch at the top, a little bit more than an inch at the bottom, and then just give it a fold straight down like this, all right? You'll open that up, and that's going to be the top of your kite, okay? So you can see that it's a little bit wonky. So if you set it down on the table and you get your edges nice and tight there, that'll work a lot better for you as you build, okay? So I'm going to set the kite down flat on the table just so that I can build, but I'll try to push it towards the front here so that you can see it a little bit better. I'm going to fold this end down. I'm going to fold this end down so that it's laying like this. I'm going to take my straw here. You can use a straw, you can use a popsicle stick, whatever you have at your house, and you just want to reinforce this top edge with a straw and with a piece of tape. So I'm going to set my tape down here, right across the top, just like that, and tape that straw down. So now we have a little bit more structure in our kite, all right? So you can see that there, all right? So the next thing you want to do is take another piece of tape, and right here at your bottom of your kite here, you'll want to put the tape just like that so that it wraps around both sides. I'm going to take my hole punch here and punch a hole. You can use scissors, you can use something else to make that hole, but this is what it will look like, and that's where you're going to tie your string, okay? I'm also going to use my hole punch now that I have it to put a little bit of a mark here. You can use a knife, you could use scissors, but you just want to make a hole right at the top there. You could also just staple it onto the back as well, or put a piece of tape on there. That'll work just fine. And what your tail does is that balances out your kite a little bit better. So now we're going to get a length of string, and I attached this one to a popsicle stick here just like this. You could attach it to another straw. You could just hold the string in your hand. You could wrap it around a stick or something that you might find outside. But you just get out some yarn here, and you'll tie it on just using a regular kind of like a square knot, just like the basic knot that you use when you start to tie your shoes. Just tie 2 of those there, and that'll hold nice and good. All right. Cool. So we've got our string here attached to our kite. Now we're going to use our tail. This is some flagging tape here that we had just laying around after one of our events. So I'm going to use a strip of that and attach it to the back of my kite here. You could use another piece of this string. You could tie on some like light fabric that you might have. You could use a piece of a plastic bag. Just whatever you have laying around to make your kite tail. It will help stabilize your kite as it flies. So there we have it. It's quick and easy. It's a really simple way to build a kite. You can use this on a day like today where it's windy, and you can also keep it for later. Thanks for tuning in.